Gennadiy Borisovich Tartakovsky is a Russian-born American animator, director and producer. He is best known for creating the Cartoon Network animated television series Dexter's Laboratory, Samurai Jack, and Star Wars, Clone Wars, and co-creating Sym-Bionic Titan. In 2011, Tartakovsky joined Sony Pictures Animation, where he directed his feature film debut Hotel Transylvania, and its sequel, Hotel Transylvania 2. Although his Russian name th micron th 1/2 th 1/2 th degree th to the first is normally transliterated as Gennady or Gennadiy, he changed its spelling to Genndy after moving to the US. Early life: Tartakovsky was born January 17, 1970, in Moscow to Jewish parents. His father, Boris, worked as a dentist for government officials in the Soviet Union national ice hockey team. His mother, Miriam, was an assistant principal at a school. He also has a brother, Alexander, who is 2 years older and currently a computer consultant in Chicago. Before coming to the United States, his family first moved to Italy, where he lived next to a German family. There, Tartakovsky says he was first drawn to art, inspired by a neighbor's daughter. Tartakovsky later commented, "I remember, I was horrible at it. For the life of me, I couldn't draw a circle." Tartakovsky's family moved to the United States when he was 7 due to concerns about the effect of anti-Semitism on their children's lives. The family originally settled in Columbus, Ohio, and later moved to Chicago. He was greatly influenced by the comics he found there. His first purchase was an issue of the Super Friends. Tartakovsky began attending Chicago's Eugene Field Elementary School in the 3rd grade. School was hard for him because he felt that everyone recognized him as a foreigner. He went on to attend Chicago's prestigious Lane Technical College Prep High School, and says he never felt he fit in until he was a sophomore there. When he was 16, his father died of a heart attack. He felt that his father was very strict and was an old-fashioned man, but Gennady's relationship with his father was very special to him. After the death of his father, Gennady and his family moved to government-funded housing, and he began working while still attending high school. To satisfy his ambitious family, Tartakovsky tried to take an advertising class, because they were encouraging him to be a businessman. However, he signed up late and had little choice over his classes. He was assigned to take an animation class, and this led to his study of film at Columbia College Chicago before moving to Los Angeles to study animation at the California Institute of the Arts, and there he also met Craig McCracken. At Cal Arts, Tartakovsky directed and animated 2 student films, one of which became the basis for Dexter's Laboratory. Reportedly, after 2 years at Cal Arts, Tartakovsky got a job in Spain on Batman, the animated series, and The Critic. There, he learned the trials of TV animation, labor-intensive and cranking it out. While he was in Spain, his mother died of cancer. Career: Craig McCracken acquired an art director job at Hanna-Barbera for the show Two Stupid Dogs and recommended hiring Robert Renzetti and Tartakovsky as well. This was a major turning point in Tartakovsky's career. Hanna-Barbera let Tartakovsky, McCracken, Renzetti, and Paul Rudish work in a trailer in the parking lot of the studio, and there, Tartakovsky started creating his best-known works. Dexter's Laboratory grew out of a student film with the same title that he produced while at the California Institute of the Arts. Tartakovsky also co-wrote and penciled the 25th issue of the Dexter's Laboratory comic book series, titled Stubble Trouble. Additionally, he helped produce the Powerpuff Girls and has directed many episodes, serving as the animation director for the Powerpuff Girls movie. All 3 projects were nominated repeatedly for Emmy Awards, with Samurai Jack finally winning Outstanding Animated Program in 2004. The same year he would win in the category for Outstanding Animated Program for Star Wars, Clone Wars. Star Wars creator George Lucas hired Tartakovsky to direct Star Wars, Clone Wars, a successful animated microseries taking place between Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith. The series won 3 Emmy Awards, 2 for Outstanding Animated Program in 2004 and 2005, and another for outstanding individual achievement in animation. Tartakovsky was not involved in the follow-up series, and has no plans to work on future Star Wars projects. In 2005, Tartakovsky was appointed creative president of the orphanage's Orphanage Animation Studios. In 2006, he was chosen as the director for a sequel to The Dark Crystal, but was eventually replaced by Michael and Peter Sierig. Tartakovsky served as animation director on the 2006 pilot episode of Korgoth of Barbaria, which aired on Adult Swim but was not picked up as a series. He also directed a series of anti-smoking advertisements, one for Nicorette in 2006 and two for Nicotin in 2008. He created a short in 2009 entitled Marooned for Cartoon Network's Cartoon Statude program, which has yet to be officially aired or otherwise released. In 2009, it was announced that Tartakovsky would write and direct a Samurai Jack film from Frederick Sabert's Frederator Studios, and J.J. Abrams' Bad Robot Productions. In June 2012, Tartakovsky said that he had a story to conclude the series, but the project had been shelved after J.J. Abrams moved on to direct Star Trek. In 2010, he created storyboards for Jon Favreau's Iron Man 2. Tartakovsky's last TV series for Cartoon Network, Sym-Bionic Titan, aired between 2010 and 2011. He had hoped to expand on the initial 20 episodes but it was not renewed beyond its first season. On April 7, 2011, an animated prologue by Tartakovsky for the horror movie Priest premiered online. In early 2011, Tartakovsky moved to Sony Pictures Animation, where he made his feature film directing debut with Hotel Transylvania. In July 2012, he signed a long-term deal with Sony to develop and direct his own original projects. His first original project is currently titled Can You Imagine? And will be produced by Michelle Madoka. It's described as a fantastic journey through one boy's imagination. In June 2012, Sony Pictures Animation announced that Tartakovsky was slated to direct a computer-animated pop-eyed feature film. On September 18, 2014, Tartakovsky revealed an animation test footage, about which he said, "It's just something that kind of represents what we want to do. I couldn't be more excited by how it turned out." In March 2015, Tartakovsky announced that despite the well-received test footage, he was no longer working on the project, and would instead direct Can You Imagine? Filmography Film Television Awards and nominations. References. Genndy's scrapbook. External links. Genndy Tartakovsky at the Internet Movie Database, Genndy Tartakovsky at about.com.